Hey, well, August 27th, this Thursday at 6 p.m., we need to show up and support our brothers and sisters. You know, our friends or neighbors, people we don't even know yet. Because this is going to affect everybody, not just illegals, all right? Everyone. You know, if you remotely have a tan, all right, it's going to be like 1930s Germany. They're going to be asking you for your papers to prove your citizenship on the spot. How many of you carry that kind of information? How many? I don't carry it with me. Half the time, I don't even carry my driver's license when I'm walking around. I don't need it. I'm not going out drinking. I don't need any money. I mean, why carry all that extra stuff that could potentially get lost? I'm not used to carrying that stuff with me. My passport's buried away in a filing cabinet. I don't remember the last time I've needed it, and I only needed it because of my career. Aircraft maintenance. Fly to other countries, fly to Canada. This is going to affect everyone. I know, and people are saying, well, they're illegal. They don't get to. Okay, fine. Well, all right, fine. Let's just say you're right. But what they're doing is going beyond that. It's going to affect everyone because now they can stop anyone. Think about that. You can be stopped for any reason. They can just come up to you and say, prove yourself. Let's say you get into an argument with one of them, and now they pull this on you. Good luck trying to get out of that. That's going to be tough. This is not what 287G was designed for. It's not what its intended purpose was for. You got to think about this. This was created in the 90s, 20 years before ICE. This is a Band-Aid in case something happened. This was meant to just help get things back on track and organized and safe and whatnot. Just another tool in the box of things that if they needed it, they could use it. Granted, I don't like how any of it is, but at least that's what it was for. But to me, right now, they're using it all across the country as a way to take our retirement, our disability, our SNAP, all these, benefits that many of us rely on, and funneling it into states. And all it's doing is making a few people a little more money. But what they're doing is they're buying people. They're buying loyalty because these states want this money. Who wouldn't? But what they're not realizing, or maybe even they don't care, is that it's coming directly out of all of our pockets. We're getting it twice. We're paying it through the state tax, and we're paying it through the federal tax. And then as everything goes up, we're paying it that way too. This is, you need to slow down. I know you guys that really don't care much for black, brown people, whatever, but you need to slow down and look at what this is, because this will affect you directly. The color of your skin ain't going to save you. It's not going to protect you. Just because you don't have an accent, that's not going to protect you. We need to show up and do what we can to block this. Bentonville Administration Building. I posted the address in my profile here, and I'll write it in here as well. You need to show up, guys. This is it. They're either going to do it or they're going to see all these people, and then they're going to decide against it. We need to show up in overwhelming numbers. So let's do this. Thank you.